If you want to see amazing and exciting duels, informative and entertaining top 10 lists, and everything else that's just great about the game of Yu-Gi-Oh, you gotta watch the Capital G show. Shout out to my homeboy Dante. Hey. What's up YouTube, Capital G here. So we're talking about, and quite frankly, trying to wrap my head around what the hell just happened with the OCG July 1st, 2015 ban list. And this is one of the most shocking things that I think I've ever experienced with Yu-Gi-Oh! I would put it right up there with the TCG and the OCG getting separate lists. I'd put it up there with Konami deciding to take the game from Upper Deck. Like, those were just like monumental things in the game's history, and this is one too, because you know that we've been talking about the TCG July ban list and what could possibly be, and you know the OCG, they're a lot more liberal. There's a lot of ban cards that they have that we don't have. I mean, hell, they got Heartbeat's Feather Duster, they've had Trishula forever, and they have a whole bunch of cards. Although we've experimented with Snatch Steel, we have Regeki, and there are some cards that we have that they don't. But here might be the biggest shock of all. So there are absolutely no changes, and this is coming from the V-Jump. The V-Jump is out. That's how we got all of those Dimension of Chaos kind of like spoilers, but the V-Jump is out, and there has been absolutely no changes to the OCG ban list, which this is the first time that this has ever happened, and I don't even know what to say, because if for no other reason, you always think that Konami would like to adjust the ban list to try and push sales of new product, you know what I mean? To try and persuade the players to pick up the new decks. We all remember the last OCG ban list. This is the one where the TCG and the OCG, as far as the ban cards, were actually pretty similar. This is the list that got rid of the Dragon Rulers. And the OCG, Konami did a couple of things that Konami of America didn't quite follow. I mean, for the most part, like, the most notable thing they did was they absolutely slaughtered Shadows. They were just like, motherfuckers, play a new deck. I mean, they banned Construct, they limited L Fusion, they hit Mathematician. Like, those three hits alone are gonna, like, that's almost enough to really take Shadows down an entire tier. Let alone that they were probably playing like Karib Bandit in the OCG as well. You know, they freed up a little room for like older decks to play by giving, you know, Zem Mighty at 2, and what was another one? Oh yeah, and Sector Hornet is now at 3. But in the TCG, they just kind of followed the bans, and there really wasn't a whole lot of limiting. I guess you could say that we swapped Snatch Steel with Construct, and then the lists were pretty much the same. But I want to know what you guys' opinions are on this, and I don't know if Konami is just ignoring the OCG meta, but clearly everybody that I talk to that plays the OCG, I mean, it's widely acknowledged that Cyber Dragon Infinity is a fucking problem. That card is just ruling the OCG, and I'm actually glad that we don't have it in the TCG. As much as I like broken cards, and I do love broken cards, I just don't want the game to be at a point where one extra deck card that's so splashable and anything that can rank 4 is just like the determining factor in the format. I thought that there was a good chance that Cyber Dragon Infinity would get hit. I thought that there was a chance that Chicken Race might get hit in the OCG. I thought that they might go after Trick Clown, because that is one of the prime offenders of like abusing Cyber Dragon Infinity, but they didn't go after anything. They didn't even experiment with bringing any cards back. They didn't move anything from 2 to 3. So I really can't comprehend it or even condone the behavior. I really hope that Konami of America doesn't they don't pull any of this shit, because clearly we have Necros that are on a completely different level that they are in the OCG, and that's because they've been nerfed to death in the OCG. But even beyond that, like, I always look forward to things like Bestari going to 3, and those obscure cards where you're like, holy crap, totally forgot that Grand Mole was still at 1. Well, it's cool that we can play 3 now, because I'm pretty sure that 10 people in America are gonna fucking flip out and be like, I'm building a Grand Mole deck. And it's kind of a shame that Konami didn't even experiment at all. I mean, remember, in the OCG, they still have 3 skill drains, so they have a whole bunch of crazy shit that we don't have. So let me know what you guys think. Thank you for watching as always. Subscribing makes life happy.